Good morning, everybody. Thanks for your attention. As I mentioned, my name is Mike Wilson. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of SIM LLC, Simulated Inanimate Models. So we're a local company. We're founded out of the University of Rochester, and as we mentioned, we're in surgical simulation. So we create tools that allow surgeons to train without risking a patient's life. The main problem that we're trying to solve is that in today's modern advanced world, inexperienced surgeons learn how to perform surgery by operating on live patients. And this is essentially on-the-job training. And I don't mean to bring the room down and scare people, especially at 8:30 in the morning, but the example I always give is that if you go in a strong hospital or a teaching hospital for even a routine surgical procedure, something like having your appendix out, that could be the very first time that clinician is cutting into another human being. And the reason for this is that the physical training tools for surgery, animals, cadaver models, they all have their drawbacks. They're unrealistic. They don't give a good learning experience. They don't mimic disease. They're expensive. They're inaccessible. But more than that, the modern surgical training dynamic is rooted in this antiquated, outdated apprenticeship model of education that relies on one-on-one instruction between the expert surgeon and the trainee. So we're looking for a better way to train the nearly 750,000 surgeons in the United States and Europe. So here's the good news. Here's what we're doing about it. The product we're trying to develop is, we candidly describe it as it's like a flight simulator, but for surgery. We're going to combine a lifelike model of human anatomy with educational hardware and software that can guide a training surgeon through a complete operating room procedure. The models are incredibly lifelike. They're made of this water-based hydrogel, and they can simulate every single aspect of a complex procedure. But more than that, the educational hardware and software can provide step-by-step instruction, every single step beginning to end, and evaluate a surgeon's performance in this training environment. This is going to allow a surgeon to get essentially instructed repetitions in a training environment and allow them to train to a level of competency before they ever put their hands on a live patient. So that's where we're at today. We've just been accepted into Luminate's third cohort that began back in January. I mentioned we're based right here in Rochester, New York. But what we're really looking for right now is essentially advice. So when we roll this product out, we're going to have to sell to a lot of medical centers and hospital systems, which, if anybody's familiar with it, it's incredibly complex. We don't have any experience with that. So we're interested in talking with anybody that has any experience selling into healthcare systems. What are the dynamics of that? Who are the key decision makers? Really, any advice would be greatly appreciated. So I'm interested to speak with anybody, and thank you for your attention.